We're live.
Okay, welcome to the first meeting of 2026. Start off under resolutions. Resolution 2526, resolution adopting the minutes from the last common council meeting. Resolution 2526-107, resolution waiving 30-day advance notice application for liquor license LPG Bar and Grill LLC.
Okay, you met that gentleman here, that just there, and the
Yep.
place that he's opened up, like the Chief here, and for the old Lieber's Tavern, there was the old Elks Club, Barcelina's Bar and Grill, and he's gonna open up a bar and grill, and when Chris asked what kind of food we're having, and what kind of
Spanish and American.
Spanish and American, so
Yeah,
I wish him the best of luck,
absolutely.
I really do. Okay?
So we have a bunch of resolutions that are full council. So just in the interest of fairness, I started out with Ward 1 and went around to Ward 5. So resolution 2526-108, resolution designating meeting. If Kelly wouldn't mind sponsoring that one.
Sounds good. 6 PM on the first and third Tuesdays.
Yep.
All right,
Resolution 2526-109, resolution appointing deputy mayor. I've got Rich down for that one.
that's good.
Resolution 2526-110. I put myself on that only because that's the appointment of the city clerk. But if Irene wants to do it, it's perfectly okay.
So who's doing that?
Resolution 2526-111, resolution designating official media, Alderwoman Collins. Resolution 2526-112, resolution designating committee assignments. I have my name down, but it depends on who's deputy mayor. I think they should do that. This one? That was 112, right? Resolution 2526-113, resolution approving recommendations from the Amsterdam Property Disposition Committee authorizing sale of 2 parcels, Alderman Marticello.
Well, the first, where it says, city previously advertised for the sale and having notified the property owners within 200 feet. 9 Gorski Street, all right, minimum price was $2,500 for 2-family. And 9 Lark Street, minimum price was $2,500. So disposition committee went over those, and as you'll see in the 1 to 3rd whereas clause, and the city clerk, if you're like, these are the people who got them. The names, and this is what they offered, $6,500. And the number 2 was $2,500. These are people that offer the money for these properties, okay? As you can read, we'll read resolution here, 3, okay, and then 4. Whereas resolution on a consent passed by the common council contained inaccurate recital with regard to recommendations made by the PDF. So now we have to correct all that. So now it's amended. 9 Lark Street had received a bid from American Guide Properties, America Properties for $5,000. These are the people who are second and third bidders. So then we have the people here, and what we're doing is we're authorizing the sale of these 2 parcels on Gorski Street and Lark Street. Okay?
Any questions for Alderman Marticello? Yeah. Resolution 2526-114, resolution authorizing sale of 5 parcels from our REM auction where winning bid failed to close on parcel, Alderman Marticello.
Okay, so once again, if you go down to 1, 2, 3, the 4th whereas clause, you'll see 92 4th Street, 77 Academy Street, 40 Lodge, 20 McDonald, and 3638. They're sold to the second bidders. This is who I believe, and I talked to the auctioneer, they scrutinized certain people. They did not come in with the amount of money, so they went down the line to the next qualified bidder, and these are the people who were next in line. As you can see, like on Lodge Street, it was sold to Connor McGurry in the amount of $134,000. The highest bid was $172. So they went down and they got the next bidder who was legit, who wanted to buy property, and they scrutinized them, they looked them up, and that's what they awarded it to. All right? And it gives you an explanation. They did a great job. Tony, good job. Great job. That explains it all right there. You know, Edwin Rodriguez on Eagle Street, in the amount of 17,000. The highest bid was 21,000 for various reasons. Why they didn't come up with the money? And this is what happens. So now we go right down the line and we find the bidders. It's always good to find out where second bidder was, the third bidder was, so we can go down and find out actually who really wants to buy the properties. All right?
Any questions for Alderman Marticello?
Thank you very much.
Resolution 2526-115, resolution approving audit, Alderwoman Collins.
It is fine.
Thank you. Larry.
We have two consent resolutions this evening. Yep. You got them? Resolution 2526-116, consent resolution authorizing interfund loan for Southside Boardwalk, Alderman Marticello.
I think in a nutshell, I think Louise will tell you, we just didn't borrow enough money, right, Louise?
Yeah,
So
we
go
actually
ahead.
were awarded 4.1 million in grants, but we only borrowed 3.9. So this is just to cover us in the mean, to get the final, the project essentially finished, just to get the final bills paid. And then we'll start putting in for grant reimbursements. And I did give everyone a summary, as I always do, of our outstanding loans. And I do want to mention that the $1 million demolition project interfund loan, we that's pending. We may not even need that because the reimbursements are expected to come in pretty quickly from that grant.
I just have one question.
Sure.
9/16/2025, see the CHIPS program, 2.2 million. Okay, they gave us 2.1 million. Now, are we gonna get that 100,000 balance or not? Oh, we don't know.
I mean, eventually we'll get it right, probably in the,
Ask that again, please.
Okay, Mike, in the CHIPS program for the 25-26 year, it says we're gonna get $2.2 million.
That's what our allocation was.
Okay,
We did not, you understand, we didn't spend 2.2 million on the 25 project. We spent 1.7, I
Really?
forget. the next
but they gave us 2.1 though. Already,
Our allocation for,
25.
so what you're looking, the difference in those numbers, first of all, there was a little bit of rollover from the previous year that you see there.
Okay,
Right, that's kind of the gap between 2.1 and 2.2. The other thing is there's a little bit of a rounding error there, not an error. Our total allocation for 25 was 2.17, and I forget the rest, but it was, so it's, there was a $30,000 or $40,000 rollover from
before,
the year before.
all right,
So that's why those numbers don't always look the same.
all right, thank you very much.
yeah, I'm sure we'll pay the rest of it down in the coming season,
Yes.
paving season.
All right, thank you.
Any questions for Alderman Marticello? Resolution 2526-117, consent resolution appointing an ADA compliance officer. This is a HUD issue, so I thought if Kelly wanted to sponsor this one because she's on liaison for HUD.
Yes.
Mike, if you wanted to
Grant, okay.
speak on that, cool.
This is a requirement. We haven't had one, we need to get one. It's a requirement for a grant that we have received, and we're appointing Grant, who's most qualified, he is a qualified person to take the role. But this was something previously almost like what Nick Zabowski used to do for us.
Oh, all right.
Is there a
Yeah.
stipend for this too?
No.
Okay.
No stuff.
Yeah, because when I was researching the handicap parking space, they said like talk to the ADA compliance officer, and I didn't see that we had one, so it's good that we're putting that in there, and
Grant's
And there's
probably
people at the
perfect person
state.
for it.
to work with as well.
Totally. Good choice.
That's it for the resolutions. Mike, do you want to go over your engineering report?
I'd like to go back to, we went over 109 and 112 pretty quickly. If we could go back to those, to discuss them further, because 109, is a resolution appointing the deputy mayor, and it's currently blank in there, so I do think we need to have a name in there. I'd like to take the opportunity to nominate Irene Collins for this position. I've been working, with Irene. We're in the council. She's been on the council for over 7 years, and, I've been working with her since then, since her first election in that, and I find that she has a lot of financial experience, a lot of leadership. I find her to be a mentor, somebody who remains calm and helps me see the big picture when sometimes I am not seeing the big picture. And it helps, bring like a sense of calm and organization. And I think these strengths would make her a strong leader of this council and give her the opportunity to do that this year. So I would like to put her name in the ring for this.
I guess on that note, can I nominate Chris to this? Tony, is that how we do it?
We're just having a discussion, so
It's
you
just a
Okay.
discussion.
Okay, yeah. So then I can do that too. Then I don't have anything prepared, but Chris has done a great job. Irene, you're a fantastic individual as well, but Chris has been super helpful as well, and he's great for it, so
maybe we could take a straw poll.
I think that's a smart idea.
I mean,
I don't want to make it messy.
no, I think you guys are all making good points. I mean, if there's gonna be multiple nominations, I've heard 2 nominations come forward. And if I were to try to, on the spot, create what I would think is a fair process, I would say that that for each nomination, there should be a second to the nomination, and then there should be if there is a second to the nomination, then there should be a vote. The nominee in each situation would not be voting because they're the subject of the vote.
We always vote.
Then we would have to, no, because if it's for you, for example, if someone nominates you to be.
The council member that was being appointed, that was a prospective appointee, has always voted.
You can't vote for yourself, Chris. And
They've always voted. We did that the last time.
I'm sorry, you can't vote.
Show, and is that your opinion, or is that is that what's in the charter?
I'm giving my opinion that you can't vote for yourself.
Is that what's in the charter?
Chris?
I'm asking you.
I don't think there's an express provision in the charter, but I also think it's a pretty resolved premise that you cannot vote on any piece of legislation where that piece of legislation directly impacts you. That would apply for everybody.
Well, that's your opinion, but precedent has always said that the person that was going to prospective appointee was always getting a vote as well, because we've never in the history of this city have done that. This is,
All right.
precedence is there.
So you guys will have to decide how you want to do it.
I just worry about a
Hold on.
2-2 vote, that's all.
Let me just try to finish. Well, I had the floor because I was asked to establish how to do it. I wasn't asking to get into a debate with anyone, because you guys
Sure.
have to figure it all out, not me. But it seems to me that the most fair and accurate process would be, nevertheless, and let me try to finish saying without being interrupted, is that for each nominee, the first nominee I heard was Irene, the second nominee I heard was Chris. So for Irene, there should be a second to that nomination. If there was a second to that nomination, then it should go to a vote. Now, in this instance, Irene would be the subject of that vote, so I would say that Irene should not vote. It should remain silent or recuse herself from that vote. And that would render it to be a threshold of 3 of the 4. You have to get to 3. 3 out of the 4 would have to be in favor. And if that happens, then you have a winner of your alderman at large. If that does not succeed, then we have a second nomination of Chris Carpenter. That would have to be seconded. If there was a second to that nomination, the same process would go forward. Now, if anyone can think of a more fair process than that, based upon what's transpired here tonight, have at it, guys. I mean, here's what I can tell you guys. Let me leave you with this. No matter how many or how much any of you may try, to bring me directly in the middle of this, I don't care. So figure it out. I can only share with you what I think is the most fair and arbitrary process. The rest is up to you guys to figure out for this ceremonial position. Thank you.
Well, I don't think we
Thank you,
should
Tony.
start a precedence now by telling the nominee that they can't vote. We're all in equal
Well,
partnership in this council.
Can we take a straw poll
well, I mean,
on that?
I mean,
first of all, if you do it this way, without due respect, Tony,
It's gonna be a hang.
it's gonna be locked into two.
Right, it's gonna be a hang.
You're not gonna get, you're not
Well,
gonna,
it could
you're
be
not
locked into two where it might not have three, which wouldn't be
Yeah, yeah,
which wouldn't be a
gonna,
vote.
I can see, I think I can see the.
Don't you think there's enough adults in this room to figure out that if some person can't get three, they're gonna have to compromise and make a third vote? I mean, wouldn't that be the way that the
Well,
nomination
just all
process
vote.
works?
Personally, I think we should just do it the way it should be done. With a resolution on the floor, and you make a name, Kelly makes an recommendation, and you vote on it. If not,
Which is what we're doing, right?
if not, then you make an amendment to it, and you vote on the amendment.
Correct. Well, I don't know.
Well, there has to be an amendment to it either way because it's a blank.
Right.
Well, yeah, so I'm
So
just
we
saying,
decide here in the council, in the cow, who we're gonna name, we're gonna put in there when the meeting comes.
do a resolution. I don't want to see any other way. I don't want to see it by resolution pursuant to the provision of the article. You make a motion, you put a name in there, you vote on it. If it's voted in favor of, then there it is. If it's not, you make another amendment, and you put it in there, and they will vote on it. But everybody should vote. I don't see how you can abstain. If your name is up there and you don't vote, that's
Right.
not right. You know?
Yeah.
And then his name is up there, and you should have a right to vote for your own
Well,
person.
couldn't we just make a decision prior to, make the decision now and not have to have two different votes in the
That would be nice.
resolution? I mean, in the
Or you
official
want to take a
meeting?
straw poll? How many
Sure.
want to vote for Irene?
You should vote.
You vote, Irene?
I vote for Irene.
All right.
Do you have anything to say, Irene?
Well, I think each one of us is entitled to an opportunity in this position. And it's not judging you in any way, Chris. It's a learning experience for each of us. It strengthens us because we are all learning something. Well, there's only two of us left. Me and you.
You can have it.
And, I think it's only fair that it rotates among the council people.
When I expressed an interest, Mr. Marticello couldn't have been kinder, saying, absolutely, anybody who wants a chance to do it should get a chance to do it. And, he stepped aside after many years of having the opportunity. And I think that kind of set the stage for anyone here getting a chance to do it. And then when Mr. Carpenter came to me wanting to do it, it became his, so.
Mr. Carpenter, you have anything to say?
I don't think it should be by turn because I don't think there's people that should be deputy mayor. I don't think there's qualified people to be deputy mayor.
In this room?
No, I'm saying in general, and if we set a precedence, then that's the precedence we're setting. And then what we're doing is we're basically setting a term limit for a deputy mayor because not everybody wins re-election and you can't be a deputy mayor but once every 5 years if you take turns by the time you rotate around. And I think I've said it, I think I've said enough through our email systems and everything. And I think you all know how I feel about it. And I said that I'm comfortable with the council's position on it. And we took a straw poll for Irene. I think we should take a straw poll for me.
I think it's.
Yeah.
Can't be fair one way
I
and
think
switch
it's
the rules.
incredibly hypocritical to
You can't
come
be
in.
fair one way and then switch the rules and say that it's okay to do it that way. And now you don't like the decision, so you're switching the rules.
You don't even know what my sentence is going to be. So if you could let me finish it, I think it is, hypocritical to say that you should have a turn doing it this last year and not afford that opportunity to anyone else because there was no reason why I couldn't continue
Well,
on.
And everybody has a right to do it, right? Everybody has a right to their opinion and everybody has a right to put their name up, right? Isn't that what you said? So I put my name up again and I think we should vote on it.
Well, I just don't know why you can't give the same grace and consideration to others that was given to you,
Because I don't want to.
because you deserve it more,
Because
right?
I don't know. It's got nothing to do
He
with that.
doesn't want to, and
It's got nothing to do with
this
that.
is his choice. I don't think we should be having this debate. If you think you're gonna vote for Chris, I'm gonna vote for Chris. Chris wants to do it. Chris has done a fine
I
job.
vote for
I think Irene's fantastic, but we should just put the name on as is, Chris Carpenter, and move forward.
The bros have it. Thank you.
It's not how it
Let's move on.
goes, Kelly. Unfortunately, we're not gonna feed into that, but the fact of the matter is that he does a fine job, and he wants it again, so we'll
But
give him another
that is
chance.
not giving anyone else on the council an opportunity.
Maybe he won't do it next year.
There is
Letting the other
precedence.
voters-
There is not- Look, if
No one has,
you
idea
can't
what's
say
gonna
everybody's got a
happen.
fair shot and
They
then take that away and argue that you didn't like the decision.
no, it's being a courtesy, Chris, to your other
It's being a
council.
team. It's being a team and being the leader of the team.
Thank you for your opinion.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
I know.
I think we can move
Well,
forward.
I'm gonna say is we need a council that's unified. We need a council that works together as a team. We do not need walls separating our council. And we should have a leader who does not build walls, but he tears them down. So hopefully that's what's gonna happen with this council. And because we really cannot be divided, we have to work together.
Are you saying that I don't build
No,
walls?
Christopher, you keep saying it, am I saying? I'm not saying anything other than that's what we need is a unified council working together. That's what we need. And we need the deputy mayor's position is a ceremonial position.
It is not. What's it say in the resolution?
Did you write the resolution? I don't
No,
know.
what's it say in the resolution?
It says per the city charter.
Says per the city charter.
Are you, but what I'm asking you, do you think she's not as qualified as you?
I do not
Okay,
think that.
then that's all
And
I'm saying.
and don't put those words in my mouth.
You
and
just
need
put
to
words
stay
in
out
my
of it.
mouth. You just put words in my mouth.
No, I asked you a question.
Yes, I'm not saying that you won't. I'm saying this is what we need moving forward.
I'm
This-
troubled
put this
by the
behind us.
qualifications issue. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry,
It's
but I don't
behind
think
us,
you
and I
learned your
wanna
lesson from
work as a
Gloversville.
qualified.
Because that,
unified
well,
council.
that email you sent was ridiculous. It was argumentative and it was insulting.
Chris, why are you getting
I
this?
don't know what you're referring to.
You know exactly what I'm referring to.
I don't.
You come in
Maybe
here
you
with.
should compose yourself. You can exit the room and recompose yourself.
You have no right to tell me to exit this room.
I think you might want.
You have no reason, no right to tell me to
You need to
exit
calm
this
down,
room.
Chris. You're listening, you didn't even listen to what I said. We
you're
need
right.
to have
Mayor,
a
you're right.
unified council moving forward.
Okay,
And
thank
we
you.
need to put this decision, once it's made, behind us and work together. We
I
need to
know what
do
you're
that.
saying, yeah.
I'm hoping that's what happens after this is done. But, I don't want anyone
I am
to
too.
think, well, okay.
But for the record, I'm not aware of any qualifications that any one of you carry that the other one doesn't in terms of.
Tony, with all due
fulfilling the
respect, nobody's
position as
asking,
Deputy mayor.
no one's asking. But no one's,
And-
Tony, no one's asking
We've already
you,
made the decision.
we're not asking you, all right? So if we're not asking.
You
thank
asking me?
No,
You want to ask me?
no, Mayor, you already gave your opinion, thank you.
Okay, and I did.
And yes, you did,
Okay.
you
I
did.
think we've made a thorough enough record that everyone knows.
The mayor
what's
gave
going on.
a thorough recommendation, very thorough.
Thank you.
Okay,
Everybody.
so you will be the new deputy mayor?
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna read what I have to say, and I'll read it at this point. Members of the council, although disappointed in the results of this vote, I am not discouraged. I look forward to understanding the reasoning behind your decision today. I know that we each represent our wards with thoughtful commitment and care. We each bring specialized skills and knowledge that are useful within the deputy mayor position. In my opinion, a rotation of the role of the deputy mayor provides an opportunity for each elected colleague to obtain additional knowledge and experience. Today, those who voted no impeded this process. In spite of this vote, my dedication and service to the people of the city of Amsterdam remains undeterred.
Thank you, Irene.
Thank you.
Very good, very good.
Thank
Kelly,
you.
there was another resolution, 112, you wanted to.
Yeah, I thought we could discuss 112 now as a group for the areas of the responsibilities of the committees. We haven't really discussed this as far as what everyone's interests are, or like a more equal distribution of these as well. And I also had a concern about the commissions. that we have 2 aldermen assigned to each of the commissions. But if both of those aldermen attend those meetings, then the other alderman really can't because of quorum rules. So I'm wondering if there is a way that we can either appoint one person and then have just a junior member that goes out of their interest, or if we can communicate if somebody that's not on the committee wants to go to a meeting, that we could come up with a way that they could do that, and another person could step aside. Or if somebody is, like, say there's 2 people on the Recreation Commission, one can't make it, they tell the other members, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it to the meeting, would anybody like to be there in my place? So that like Recreation can have a quorum because they've had quorum issues. So I wanted to kind of talk about those things and how we can, what even are the roles of these committees, and, is everybody on ones they want to be on, and is there a way to make sure that all fits?
Kelly, you do make a good point. I agree with you. There should be one liaison, because there was a bad situation we had at the golf commission. I know you wanted to speak and everything.
Mhm.
And so I think going forward, there should be one liaison, okay? Like you said, just appoint one.
Mhm.
If that person can't make it, it should be a backup, okay? Like a lot of times, that's why I have to step up the recreation commission, because that falls on a night usually when I'm babysitting,
Mhm.
truthfully. And I couldn't make it, so I'm glad you can.
Mhm.
So I have no problem with that. And you're right, there is a point that comes when there's 2 aldermen all the time there, and you can't do that. Because maybe the 3rd alderman has something to contribute, and we can't do that because of the price. So I have no problem adjusting this to one member, and then someone else fills in.
And when like the meeting notice comes out, like for Ada, and someone says like, you say, oh, I wanted to go to Ada this week, is anybody else going besides the liaison? And everyone will be like, oh, no, Jimmy, go ahead, or something like that, like where we could kind of talk about.
I think it's a good
those
idea.
things. Yeah.
All right, so I have no problem if you wanna, if we just table this for now and withdraw it, we come back. I have no problem with that.
If we kind of discuss it amongst ourselves outside of here, or, because we probably don't have enough time to,
No,
we have 3
Everybody
minutes.
everybody okay with tabling this resolution?
Yeah, 100%.
Tony, do we need to table it or withdraw it?
What, if you table it, it comes back at the next meeting. If
That's
you
okay.
withdraw it, it doesn't.
Well, I think we can figure that out amongst us between the next meeting.
I'm gonna make a motion with table. Okay? All right.
All right.
Mike, do you want to say?
I guess I could. Does anybody else want to talk or anything? It's a little bit before 12. Why don't we stand for the pledge of allegiance, call them in order. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alderwoman Christomars.
Here.
Alderman Holliday.
Here.
Alderwoman Collins. Here. Alderman Carpenter.
Here.
Alderman Marticello.
Here, I'll make a motion, Mayor, I'll make a motion. You gonna do it? No, make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Yes, I was making a motion to adopt the agenda with 12 resolutions and 2 consents.
Alderman Carpenter. Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Christomars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
There are no proclamations, no communications and presentations. Would anyone from the public like to speak at this time? Nobody wants to do that, so Mike, you with the engineering report, please.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll be brief. Last meeting, you authorized the clerk to amortize the Broadway Hill sanitary sewer upgrade. It's out for bid. Reminder, that's being funded via escrow developer money at no cost to the city. Bid opening is the 22nd of this month, and earlier today, we had a pre-bid conference. There's a lot of interest in the project. This may seem like it's out of nowhere, but we have, currently we have plenty of salt stockpiles and kind of development, but every winter at some point after a series of big storms, the supply chain seems to shut down for a few days and folks, during a heavy winter wind up using table salt. I'm exaggerating, but we run tight.
Mike, what's the pricing like on salt?
It's in the high 60s right
Is it
now.
up or is it up?
It's not down, but it hasn't gone up
Okay.
over previous
So
years.
budget wise, we're okay?
Yeah, we are. One thing about salt is kind of boring, but we can easily spend more in a year putting down salt when we just get a series of drips and drabs of snowstorms than when you get a few of the massive snowstorms that are really deep, mainly because whether it's 2 inches or 22, crews still have to go out. You gotta cover, you gotta lay it down on the roads. And generally, ice storms will eat up far more salt than a snowstorm will.
Right.
Also, I'm sure you all know by now, it's water break season. It's not baseball season, it's water break season. Anybody in the really cold weather, you see water running on one of your streets in your ward or whatever, just give my office a call or.
Sure.
Because it shouldn't be running when it's 10 degrees or 15 degrees. And a lot of people have now know what to look for, and then we get those calls every couple of days.
Like,
Yeah.
we pay 70. I
Pardon?
just saw a bill, $70 a ton
Okay.
for the salt.
The CDBG funded demolition project is set to begin very quickly. The contract's in place with Gore Construction. Remember that we're doing all 23 structures in that project. I've issued a notice to proceed. We have a pre-demolition meeting to establish the rules of the road for the project on Thursday, and I would expect them to be in town and working here as early as next week. Upcoming paving program, I mentioned at the end of last November, December. I'm gonna circulate with everyone at the next meeting, just some of a list of the streets that we didn't get accomplished in 25. And also some thoughts for 26. I just saw that Alderman Marticello had a list of a couple of streets. I know things are covered and icy and snowy, but you remember from last year, if you've got anything new, definitely over the course of between now and the end of February or so, let me know and let's try and get it in the program. Crescent Ave Bridge, we've got a winter shutdown, demolition's done, so the piles are in. Concrete work will be in the spring, and we're still on track to have that open in July. And also, you've seen these last couple of items before. Filter work continues at the water plant, and we are still in review with New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for our wastewater treatment and upgrade project. We've had a bunch of meetings on it. It's going well, so I'm hopeful that we will be able to get a design approval sooner than later. And that's all that I have. Any
I just
questions?
want to augment what Mike is talking about. The council, all of the CHIPS and infrastructure money comes from the federal government. And I don't know if anybody saw it today in the newspaper, but I did, that 5 blue states are not getting funding for food aid. So we have to be very careful moving forward, not to assume that we are going to be getting the federal funding that we have been getting previous years, unfortunately, because we live in a blue state. So I just want to caution, there may be changes, and I want to caution the council to make sure they make their constituents aware of the fact that we don't really know what the funding levels are going to be like. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. We don't have a controller's report tonight, so we have any old business, Stacy?
No, we do not.
And so we have some new business. And we'll go to the resolutions.
Resolution number 2526-106, resolution adopting minutes from last common council meeting by Alderman Carpenter.
So moved. Any questions? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-107, resolution waiving 30-day advance notice application for liquor license LPG Bar and Grill LLC by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. Any discussion? Thank you. Call the roll.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-108, resolution designating meeting by Alderwoman Quistamars. Resolution, this meeting is designated as the first regular meeting of the Common Council for the year 2026, and be it further resolved, hereafter, regular meetings of the Common Council shall be held on the first and third Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m., with the next regular meeting being scheduled for January 20th, 2026. And be it further resolved, the regular scheduled meeting for Tuesday, November 3rd, 2026 Election Day will be held on Monday, November 2nd, 2026.
So moved. Any discussion? Can you just call the roll?
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-109, resolution appointing deputy mayor by Alderman Holliday. Resolved that the pursuant to the provision of Article 3, Section C24 of the Amsterdam City Charter, Christopher Carpenter is hereby designated as deputy mayor to serve as presiding officer of the Common Council in the event of the absence or incapacity of the mayor, and to serve as acting mayor as provided for in the charter.
So moved.
Do we
Any
need a-
discussion?
Did we need a motion to fill in that blank
Yeah, there
first?
was no amendment. We need to fill in the blank.
We need an
Oh, I'm sorry.
amendment to.
Yeah,
fill
I'd like
the
to make an amendment to add Chris.
Motion?
Yes, motion.
Okay.
To the amendment.
Vote on
Thank
the
you.
amendment.
All right, so to vote on the amendment, Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
No.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
No.
I vote on the resolution.
So.
Do you need to read it again?
Resolution as amended.
Okay.
Resolution as amended. Do you want me to read it again?
No, thank you. So, so moved. Any discussion? Okay, call the roll, please.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
No.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
No.
Resolution number 2526-110 by Alderman Carpenter. Resolution appointing city clerk. Resolved, Stacy Ortiz is hereby appointed city clerk pursuant to the provision of Article 7, Section C7 of the Amsterdam City Charter to serve at the pleasure of the Common Council.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Well,
We'll
you,
observe it.
Stacy.
Resolution number 2526-111, resolution designating official media by Alderwoman Collins. Resolved, Amsterdam Recorder is designated as the official newspaper of the City of Amsterdam for the purposes of publishing all official notices of the city. Be it further resolved, WCSS Radio 1490 AM is designated as the official radio station of the City of Amsterdam. Be it further resolved, the city website, www.amsterdamny.gov, will serve as the official publishing location of all emergency notices.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Ashley.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Table control.
Alderman, you gotta read it.
Resolution number 2526-112, resolution designating committee assignments by
Marticello.
Alderman Marticello.
I make a motion to table. Any discussion? Call the roll. The table.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-113, resolution approving recommendations from the Amsterdam Property Disposition Committee authorizing sale of 2 parcels by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. Please read the last resolution. Or the last whereas clause.
Whereas resolution number 2526-105, consent passed by the Common Council on December 16, 2025, contain inaccurate recitals and regard to recommendations made by the PDF and said resolution made an erroneous award, which all of which are hereby amended to be as follows. That with regard to 9 Lark Street, the city having received a total of 2 bids as follows. Guy America Properties offered $5,000, Syed Latif offered $2,500, and the PDC having recommended sale of said parcel to Syed Latif for $2,500. And now therefore be it hereby resolved that the recommendations of the Amsterdam Property Disposition Committee are hereby accepted by the Common Council of the City of Amsterdam as set forth here and above, and is further resolved that the sale of each of the parcels as set forth here and above is hereby authorized.
So moved. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-114, resolution authorizing sale of 5 parcels from REM auction where winning bid failed to close on parcel by Alderman Marticello.
So moved. And start with the fourth whereas clause, please.
Whereas, as it pertains to these 5 parcels and following next highest bidders, remain ready to proceed with the acquiring same, which are recited by address, together with the current highest bid and parenthetically referring to the initial winning bid for which the bidder did not close. 92 Forbes Street to be sold to Asher Colby in the amount of $46,000. Highest bid at auction was $47,000. 77 Academy Street to be sold to Shazad Nawaz in the amount of $31,000. Highest bid at auction was $33,000. 40 Lodge Street to be sold to Connor McGrary in the amount of $134,000. Highest bid at auction was $172,000. 20 McDonald Street to be sold to Michael Quinones in the amount of $48,000. Highest bid at auction was $70,000. 36 through 38 Eagle Street to be sold to Edwin Rodriguez in the amount of $17,000. Highest bid at auction was $21,000. Now therefore be it hereby resolved that the sale of each of the parcels as set forth here and above is hereby authorized.
So moved.
I will say that I'm slightly disturbed about the fact that people can bid and then back out. And literally you can get into an auction to bid up the price and back out.
Yeah,
And
it
that's-
seems
There's
it
gotta
can be
be a
taken
better.
advantage of to an extent
You
too,
would think
Mayor.
so. And there should be some penalty, something that they have to pay
I think I agree.
for doing that because, this disrupts lives. It causes craziness in our,
Mayor, when they bid, do they put a deposit?
they do, but again, we don't see anything. It's nothing, we get nothing. And we're the ones who take it. We're the ones who get hit. We're the ones who, lose the money. So there should be some kind of penalty that they have to pay that would prevent them from just bidding up a price.
Security.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that something we would do legislatively
No,
before
I
the
think,
next
I think when
one,
we are
or-
gonna do an auction again, that we put an RFP together that really spells out the things that we need to have.
Okay, so we would, so that'll be like an administrative piece that we could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
That's all. I was
I do, but he needs to,
Jimmy.
Have her call.
you wanna move it? Or you wanna so move it? Call the roll?
Excuse me, where are we? I just gotta move it. I'm sorry. I really
Mayor,
apologize.
Mayor.
Okay, just for your indulgence, I asked the controller that we should make, see what other cities are doing.
Yeah.
Mary you make a good point. Let's see what they do with their auctions. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Any other discussion?
Good,
So moved.
all right. Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-115, resolution approving audit by Alderwoman Collins.
So moved. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Resolution number 2526-116, consent. Resolution authorizing interfund loan for Southside Boardwalk by Alderman Marticello.
So, Louise, you can explain that real quick.
Boardwalk?
The boardwalk,
I'm sorry. my husband tried to make fun.
just for the record.
Yep, just, we didn't, the, amount we borrowed was just shy of the amount that we were awarded. And the intention originally was to borrow the amount that we were awarded in full. And we just, I think, left off the, National Grid grant that was included, so we're just to get through the last final expenses, we're just doing this interfund loan, to ourselves.
For $150,000.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, so moved. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Resolution 2526-117, consent. Resolution appointing an ADA compliance officer by Alderwoman Quistamars. Whereas the City of Amsterdam is the recipient of federal funds under the HUD Community Development Block Grant, CDBG program, and whereas HUD regulations require that recipients of CDBG funds appoint an ADA compliance officer pursuant to the Americans with Disabilities Act. Now therefore be it resolved that Grant Eggleston is hereby appointed to serve as the ADA compliance officer for the City of Amsterdam.
So moved. Any discussion? Can you please call the roll?
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
I want to say Grant's a wonderful choice for this position. Aye.
Indeed.
Alderwoman Collins.
Aye.
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Mayor, do you have anything else?
That it?
Motion to adjourn? Call the roll?
Alderman Carpenter.
Aye.
Alderman Marticello.
Aye.
Alderwoman Quistamars.
Aye.
Alderman Holliday.
Aye.
Alderwoman Collins.
Thank you, everyone.
But there's trees and green.